everyone, I'm Daniel, and today I'll guide you through an exciting topic in logic, categorical syllogism. Simple yet powerful arguments that help us draw correct conclusions logically. Okay, so in this lesson, we'll explore what categorical syllogisms are, their structure, types and forms, how to test them for validity, common mistakes to avoid, some worked out examples, and how they are useful in real life. Now, what is a categorical syllogism? A categorical syllogism is a special kind of logical argument made up of exactly three statements, two premises and one conclusion. Each statement is a categorical proposition, meaning it asserts something like all cats are mammals or some dogs are friendly. These propositions come in four types. A. Universal affirmative, all S or P. E. Universal negative, no S or P. I. Particular affirmative, some S or P. O. Particular negative, some S or not P. Now, let's talk about the anatomy of a syllogism. Every categorical syllogism has three unique terms, each used twice across the three statements. The major term, the predicate of the conclusion, minor term, the subject of the conclusion, the middle term, appears in both premises but not in the conclusion. For example, major premise, all hardcover books are heavy. Minor premise, some school books are hardcover books. The conclusion is some school books are heavy. Here, major term is heavy, minor term, school books, and the middle term is the hardcover books. Now, let's talk about the mood and figure, naming syllogisms. Mood is the combination of the types A, E, I, and O of the major premise, minor premise, and conclusion. In that order, example is the EIO, and the first type is E type, and the second type is I type, and the conclusion is the O type. Figure is referring to where the middle term appears in the premise. There are four figures based on positioning. Combine mood and figure to describe form, example, EIO2. Now, why do formal structure matter? If a syllogism structure is valid, the conclusion must follow from the premises, regardless of topic. For instance, if all mammals have hair and all dogs are mammals, it follows that all dogs have hair. There are only 24 valid structures among 256 possible. Knowing them helps avoid faulty reasonings. Now, let's test this with a Venn diagram. Do you want to check validity graphically? Use three overlapping circles for the terms. Shade areas for universal statements like A or E. Place X for particular statements like I or O. Then see if the conclusion matches the diagram. Here's an example. Now, let's talk about the common fallacies to avoid. Undistributed middle, when the middle term doesn't connect properly. I'll give you an example. The example is all cats are mammals, all dogs are mammals, therefore dogs are cats. Illicit major or minor, when a term in conclusion isn't properly distributed in premises. I'll also give you an example. All cats are mammals, all cats are pets, therefore all pets are mammals. Flawed because pets is not distributed properly. Now, I'll be talking about its real-world uses. First is building strong arguments in essays, debates, or programming logic. The second is useful in mathematics, law, and philosophy, anywhere rigorous reasoning is required. Why it matters in general math? You might be asking, why are we even studying this in math class? That's because general math covers logic as part of reasoning skills. It is not about solving numbers, but about training your brain to argue correctly and avoid fallacies. Later, this helps in mathematical proofs, clear logical steps, philosophy or law, valid versus invalid arguments, everyday reasoning, not falling for faulty logic in debates, news, or persuasion. Now, I'll be telling you the summary of everything that I've tackled. 1. A categorical syllogism guides us from general premises to a specific logical conclusion. Second, structure is everything. Mood and figure define whether an argument is valid or not. Next is Use Venn diagrams to test arguments and watch out for common pitfalls. Next is mastering them sharpens logical thinking, which is valuable in school and beyond. Thank you all for watching. I hope you now feel confident identifying and using categorical syllogisms clearly and accurately. If you like this, I'd love your feedback or questions.